In 1928, Alexander Fleming made world history when a stray mold spore landed in a petri dish in London, accidentally creating penicillin, the world's first modern antibiotic. We're taught in school that before this single moment, an infected cut, a bad tooth, or a stomach bug was a guaranteed death sentence for ancient humans. We imagine our Stone Age ancestors suffering silently in caves, completely helpless against microscopic bacteria until modern pharmacy came along to save us. There is just one problem with that timeline. Buried deep inside an underground cave in northern Spain, scientists pulled up a 50,000-year-old jawbone that proved Fleming was beaten to the punch by about 49,000 years. In 2017, a team of paleogeneticists studied the fossilized teeth of ancient hominins found at the El Sidrón cave site. When humans don't brush their teeth, food particles, bacteria, and saliva harden into dental calculus, essentially turning dental plaque into a stone-hard time capsule that traps DNA for tens of thousands of years. When researchers analyzed one specific individual, the skeleton told a story of agony. The jawbone had a massive, visible bone abscess, a severe bacterial infection eating through the root of a tooth. Genetic tests from his calcified plaque also revealed he was infected with enterocytosome benusi, a nasty microsporidian parasite that causes chronic diarrhea and severe stomach cramping. This ancient human was in excruciating pain. So what did he do? He didn't curl up and wait to die. He went looking for medicine. When scientists sequenced the exact DNA trapped inside this sick individual's plaque, they found something that stunned the academic world. Unlike the healthy members of his group who had meat and pine nuts in their teeth, this suffering man had two specific genetic signatures trapped in his dental calculus. First, poplar bark. Poplar trees contain high concentrations of salicin, the natural biochemical precursor to silicic acid, which is the exact active pain-killing and anti-inflammatory ingredient inside modern aspirin. Second, Penicillium mold. Trapped directly in the infected tooth was the DNA of the exact natural fungus that produces penicillin, the antibiotic that kills bacterial infections. He was actively ingesting natural painkillers to numb his jaw and consuming antibacterial fungus to fight off the infection in his bloodstream. This was not an accident. None of the healthy individuals in the cave had poplar bark or medicinal mold in their dental plaque. The only person consuming these bitter, non-nutritive materials was the one with an active bacterial infection and a parasite. Long before humans understood what a bacterium looked like under a microscope, our ancestors possessed a complex, generational understanding of botanical pharmacology. They observed animal self-medication, tested bitter barks, and cataloged which wild molds could stop an open wound from turning toxic. We tend to look at prehistoric humans through the lens of modern arrogance, assuming that without white lab coats and sterile plastic bottles, human life was primitive and ignorant. The fossils prove our ancestors weren't just surviving the wild. They understood the chemical secrets of nature better than we often give them credit for. You didn't survive because modern medicine invented health from scratch. You exist today because for 50,000 years, your ancestors knew exactly which tree bark held the power to keep them alive.